Holy smokes, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, as Marc Bergevin has made quite a splash today. Yeah, he had some money to spend, and he definitely tossed his coins around. So, in today's video, I'm basically just going to give my thoughts on the new faces that will be in Montreal this upcoming season. But first, before we begin, if you guys are a fan of the Habs or the new bearded man in town, then please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload a ton of hockey content and would really enjoy having some more you grasshoppers tag along for the ride. Now, let's get right down to business here. Right down to the bee's knees. The very first whippersnapper on my list here is David Savard. Montreal has gone out and signed David Savard to a 4-year deal, which averages out to about $3.5 million per season. This signing was in the making for quite some time now. There was a lot of speculation over the past couple of weeks that maybe, just maybe, Savard could be a Hab, and here we are. Big George Laraque was right a couple of times now the last 48 hours. Now, my initial thoughts on this signing, when it was first rumored that the Habs were going to sign this guy, I was thinking, oh God, here we go. I want him. I do. But I had this feeling in the pit of my stomach like the Habs were just gonna overpay for this guy. You know what I mean? Give him like $5 million a season or something like that. Well, I was wrong. Not only did they get him, but they got him at a really good deal in what should be the prime of his career. At $3.5 million a season, I honestly don't know how a signing like this could backfire. He's now got a Stanley Cup under his belt. He survived significant time with John Tortorella. And I mean, let's face it, that's like saying you were a prisoner of war. Sure, he might not be able to get a good night's sleep, but hopefully, after being bottle-fed by Dominique Ducharme for a little while, maybe that can change. He's going to get some normalcy in his life again. Ducharme's just going to have to cradle him and tell him that John Tortorella is far away. Now, Savard, he didn't really generate a whole lot of offense over the past couple of seasons, but who knows? Maybe this year he picks it up again. I'm not a genius with these kind of things, but if you ask me, Savard sounds like a good fit on the second defense pairing, huh? Because Jeff Petrie, him and his crazy eyes, is gonna be the number one defenseman on the team heading into this season. Every time Weber has gone down the past, crazy eyes. He just steps in and ups his game every time. So who knows, maybe this could be a breakout year for Jeff Petrie as well. Savard, on the other hand, I think he's going to be a second pairing guy alongside someone like Ben Sherratt or even Alexander Romanov, or as I like to call him, Romeo. Huh? New nickname for Romanov? Romeo. Anyway, time will tell. Next stop on the road here. Bergevin noticed a dumpster, he dived in head first, his 2 feet were dangling in the air, and he pulls out Cedric Paquette. The new center in town. This guy is yet again another Stanley Cup champ, and he gets a 1-year deal valued at $950,000 big ones. I wonder if he phoned up Phil Danault and was like, hey bro, your house is it sold? Because if it isn't and it's under $950,000, let's put a pen to some paper here. Now, Paquette, he's one feisty bastard, okay? I'd hate to see this guy with like 6 to 8 beers in him. He'd probably be mouthing off and fighting his own shadow on the side of the road. So yeah, he's a bit of an agitator. And expect this guy to get a lot of bottom 6 action this season, okay? He's not a first liner. He's not a second liner. He's barely a third liner. But he's the guy you kind of want to glue his ass to the fourth line. He did have 13 goals 1 year with Tampa. However, he has never managed to put up 20 points in a regular season. But he's only 27 years old, so let's just wait and see what he looks like in a Habs jersey this year. He's kind of like a Maxime Lapierre 2.0. Moving on, now what do we got here? Making his way to yet another stop in his pro career is Chris Wideman. He just had a pretty good season in the KHL, somehow managing to pile up 9 goals and 32 assists over there in 59 games. Not too shabby. And now the Habs have gone ahead and dusted this guy off and added him to the team for some depth on the blue line. Wideman is 31 years old. He was at his best when he was playing with the Ottawa Senators. And I don't think this guy is much to brag about, but he's depth. And there ain't nothing wrong with adding some more depth on the blue line. Christopher Wideman has been signed for 1 year and his contract is valued at $750,000 boxes of Kraft dinner. Now, this is where shit gets crazy. Because, these tree signings happened rather quickly, and then things kind of settled down for a bit, huh? Everybody started to breathe again. It didn't sound like much else was going to happen. Bergevin would say that he pitched an offer to Scory Scary, but he hasn't heard anything back yet. He admitted that he didn't offer a contract to Thomas Tatar because he's outdated now. There's mold on him. And then, out of nowhere, bam! He goes out and grabs Mike Hoffman. That's right. Another ex-Ottawa Senator. Mike Hoffman has signed a 3-year deal with the Habs, which averages out to $4.5 million per season. And you know what? Hoffman has his fair share of haters, but for $4.5 million per season, it ain't that bad. So everybody's going to have to back off and loosen their grip on the balls of Mike Hoffman a bit. He's a left winger, and I think he's an upgrade offensively over Thomas Tatar. Because while Hoffman has been known to struggle a little bit at his own end of the rink, he is also the kind of player that can be a threat on the power play and anytime he's in the O-zone. It was only 2 years ago this guy managed to pot 36 goals and added 34 apples for 70 points with the Florida Panthers. So yeah, at 31 years old, this guy is still dangerous. As for this season, Hoffman had 17 goals and 19 assists in 52 games, which isn't too shabby at all. That's like 7 more goals than what Thomas Tatar had this season. I'm just saying. I think Mike Hoffman makes the top 6 better. Go ahead, shoot me. Now, I know, Terrence and Phillip Pizza Face Danault is gone. He's gone with the wind. But I'm not going to get into that today, okay? I'm going to cut this video off right here, and maybe tomorrow I'll share my thoughts on the whole Phil Danault fiasco just for you. Anyway, guys, let me know your favorite signing down there in the old comment section. And let me know your least favorite signing, because I'd love to know whether you guys think Montreal got better today, or they got worse, or they just, they're still somewhere in the middle. That does it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.